uh, to ask Drew some core competency stuff, some about weed, obviously. That seems to be your expertise. So what do we not know about yet? They got all these new THCs, all the THCA, the THCB, C, D, E, all the way through Z. Like what's the next thing? What's on the horizon?
So I'm gonna say, because of your sponsor, you probably don't want my opinion on some of the the newer stuff that's been coming about. So I will not give my honest opinion on that. But for the future, the main thing I see really popping off is hash rosin. Like with the vapes, like in the real weed scene, when you guys start seeing the real hash rosin cartridges, that is going to be an absolute game changer. Because when you can actually smoke a cartridge and it tastes like you're smoking a joint with that real flowery, nice terpene taste, that's when it is game changing.
Isn't that what live resin is? Like can't you?
Kinda. So like live resin is definitely a more terpy version of like extract, but hash rosin or like dry hash rosin is like a really crazy technique that even I kind of struggle to fully understand. But you have to like wash the flour with like ice, and then you've got to squish it. It's pretty crazy.
Interesting. Yeah, I always find it fascinating how many different ways they're able to derive a high out of the same goddamn plant. And at some point, I'm wondering how much of it is just a new way to make money and market, because fucking dabs get me ripped. If I was in a legal state, that's what I would be smoking. I would have a ball. I'd have a fucking ball of goo. I want my ball of goo to be like levitating or something. You know what I mean?
You just
I want a
tablespoon.
I want a spoon that's at the perfect temperature.
Buy like a levitating jar. No cap. You can actually buy that now.
Yeah. I've seen them. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
I want a little electromagnetic thing or whatever. I want to levitate that shit. That's what I would smoke, and I can't imagine anything more potent than that. And if there were, I don't know if I'd want to try it. I smoked that, or rather, I vaped, I guess, or I did it in a dab rig. That 99.9% shit in Illinois months and months ago. It wasn't that strong. I wasn't blown away by that. Like that didn't knock my socks off.
When you have extracts, right? You got to think about it like say you do a dab, and before you were having live resin and it was like 85%, right? And you've stuck that dab on there. Okay, you get something that's 99% and you stick that on there. Well, if the size difference is different by that 15%, it's going to feel the exact same when you hit it.
I did a big ball of that shit, man. It was like $180 for like, it was maybe a tiny amount. It was like triple the amount of anything else. I paid an exorbitant amount of money for like the tiny amount of white. And the scary part is it's white crystals. I don't want to be smoking white crystals.
I don't want white crystals.
But there I am in my Airbnb with a propane torch and a bowl of white crystals, smoking them up.
Yeah, I don't want to turn weed into a sketchy drug.
Hey, they did it.
The thing is, I'm sure you agree, right? That it's flavorless. The 99% one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
It's like vodka. Tastes like the way that vodka is tasteless. It was just burn and high.
It's strange. I don't like that. Like I kind of want to mix it with something that has a bit of flavor. So that
do you what are they called, spliffs or whatever? Where you throw tobacco in? Do you do that? I know that's big over there.
It is big over here, but no, I don't.
That's because they don't have enough weed, right? Like that's not because that's tasty or a good idea.
It's not even that. The reason everyone does it over here is because like all the dealers, they try and make that like a thing, like it's this big myth. Oh, you have to smoke your weed with tobacco because otherwise it won't burn properly. But that's just a myth so that people can sell shit weed.
Yeah, that's silly.
You guys are way behind the times over there.
No, I like blunts.
Good bud, then you're fine. But
I every time I've smoked a blunt, I've really enjoyed it, like a well-rolled one especially, because the kick of the tobacco gives you this little head rush if you don't smoke, and obviously the weed does the rest. So that's nice.
So I do like blunts, and I like the little tobacco mix in that sense, but smoking them in a spliff, like how English people do and how like I used to do back in the day, bro, you get so addicted to it. And it's like smoking a cigarette. Even if you already smoke cigarettes, you end up getting so addicted. It's
I didn't
so
even
bad.
think about that part.
Yeah, because it's got
you get
nicotine in it.
fully
You end up
addicted to
smoking
the
like cigarettes.
nicotine. You're like,
Yeah, of
and
course.
eventually you're like, I think I'm done with the weed guy. I'm gonna go to the gas station and buy cigarettes.
Like, it's not even that, because your brain doesn't even associate it with a cigarette, because the whole time you're smoking joints to get it. So it says you need to smoke a joint. So it says you need to go to the weed guy because it thinks that's where you're getting the thing from.
That'd
But
be a smart business decision to put some nicotine in your weed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I suppose so.
If you're light
We're
on
certainly
that,
not doing that at dbg.com.
yeah,